Well, just 3 days in now. I mean, you're getting close to wrapping up the week of practice. Overall, have you been pleased with everything?
You know, I have. These guys work hard, and I think that tone was set a long time ago. And they like coming on the practice field. We have tried to help them shorten it and taking pads off of them, hoping to create some energy, and I think they've responded the right way. But I've been pleased with the energy.
How easy or difficult has it been to focus on just football and prepare for a game?
You know, it's not that difficult, really. I mean, we're so far into the season that you get into a routine, and we're really just doing what we do. And so, again, I see my job as trying to get the quarterbacks as ready to play, helping get a plan for the offense, and helping Chev get a plan for the offense. And then for the week, I just tried to help schedule the week and try to set the mindset. But for the most part, it's been a routine.
Colorado you guys could have a 1,000-yard rusher and a 1,000-yard receiver. That would be the first time in Colorado history that they've had the same in the same year. Does that speak to the balance, to the offense that you've had this year that maybe people haven't noticed?
Sure, right. You know, I think obviously we've had some good days, you know, and because of that we've, you know, had some productive players, and they're talented players that have been able to help us be productive. And so obviously that's a challenge. If it hasn't been done, you see the difficulty in it, and it speaks to the talent, and it speaks to, you know, what you said, the balance.
Will this be an opportunity? There's a lot of guys that could still redshirt, but could also still play in this game. Will there be some guys like a Dimitri Stanley, guys like that might play?
So we went through the, you know, the player report this morning, just seeing, trying to be smart for these guys. You know what I mean? There's a lot of football left for a lot of these young players, and so we want to make good, smart decisions. And so there'll be some opportunities for some guys to play, and hopefully they, you know, are productive.
Have you ever gone against Justin Wilcox or Tim Druder defense?
You know, I'm trying to think back. I don't know their whole. I haven't spent the week looking at their whole history, to be honest with you. So I'm not exactly sure. I think Coach Peter Sermon was somewhere. I think he's on that staff, and they're very similar. I think he was at Mississippi State when we went against them, and they present a challenge. They do a good job, and they're all kind of cut from the same tree, or come from the same tree, and have the same system.
You've been impressed watching them?
You know what? Again, I think what they have done really well is they built a system, and so all the players on the field know exactly what they're trying to accomplish per call, and they know their issues in each defense, and because of that, they play really fast and they play really well together. But even on top of that, they have really good football players. They've done a good job recruiting and getting guys that can run in space and tackle in space. And that's the biggest challenge for any football team across the country, is finding really good defensive football players. There's just not as many as there are offensive football players.
They lead the league in interceptions. What is it about a secondary that makes the secondary good at interceptions rather than just PBUs?
Right. I think they're talented guys. They have some good size. They do a really good job of mixing coverages and changing it on the quarterback. They do a good job of having guys drop into coverage from spots you don't normally see. That's not as easy to see for a quarterback. So again, it really gets into their system. They have flexibility in the players that they put on the field, and it gives them flexibility in coverage calls.
Thank you, Coach.